Okay, so a little breakdown about um, myself. A little bit of personal business about me. I got a lot of health problems going on. I had something wrong with my heart. My heart was doing all these palpitations and stuff. Felt like I was going to pass away. And I never went to the doctor to get that checked because bills. Like, I went to the hospital because I was having a super bad headache. It wouldn't go away. When I saw those bills come in and I knew I couldn't afford to pay them, and that's after the deductibles from the insurance that I have to pay for, I was left with a certain amount of money to pay, and I still have that bill. It's just like, at this point, what am I going to do? I can't afford to pay it, so I might as well just stop going to the doctors, because at this point, if I go to the doctor, they're just going to keep adding more money to me, and then I'm going to be in so much debt, and then, like, what's the point in this whole system if you're going to have me in so much debt just because I have health problems? Then there's no point in even going to the doctor, just racking up bills for what? Like, so that's how my mindset was. Like, I already deal with, like, depression, anxiety, and social anxiety, stuff like that. I've been dealing with that since I was a kid, among other things. And, like, honestly, I don't come on here and be telling all my business like that, because ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Like, it's my life, is what I gotta deal with. If you met me in person before, you know I'm not like a regular, yeah, let's have fun type of person, unless I was younger, I guess, when I was like having less responsibilities and stuff. But nowadays it's just work, home, mom time. I'm a mom 24/7, and don't go out, don't do nothing. Like, so, like I said, I got health issues. I almost bled out a while ago. I was dealing with bleeding, like the monthly menstrual thing, that it just didn't stop. It went on for months and months and months. If I never went to the doctor to get checked, I would have bled out and passed away. But I went to the doctor just on time. Shouts out to my mom, RIP, rest her soul. She passed away, but she told me, like, get to that doctor, hurry up and go, and I did. And I could have been gone right now. I wouldn't even be here to make this video. But yeah, that happened. It came from an infection, from a bladder infection that was uncured from the antibiotics that they gave me to cure it. And honestly, I believe it came from way back to 2016 when I had my son, because that was the last time I had a bladder infection. And mind you, I didn't have no symptoms. So when the doctor told me you got to take these big fat horse pills while I was pregnant, I was like, oh my God. But I took them because I didn't want nothing to happen to my baby or nothing, because I had him and I had a bladder infection for the first time in my life. So I was like, what the heck? So I took the pills they gave me or whatever. And like 2017, 2018, around 2018, that's when the symptoms started happening, with blood clots and all this stuff just coming out, and the constant bleeding and stuff, pain. That's when all that stuff started happening, and that's when I realized, like, something is wrong. And I kept saying to the doctor, like, you think anything could have happened when I was like pregnant and I had the baby? They like, it's been 2 years. They laughing at me and stuff, like, what are you talking about? It's been 2 years. They would have been, something would have been came up or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, because I feel like something's wrong. I kept telling them, and everybody be acting like I'm a hypochondriac, like I'm be lying, like I don't know what I'm talking about. Long story short, 2018, 2019, kept bleeding. They shooting me up with Depo shots, because they saying that's going to help stop the bleeding. They giving me all types of lab work. Everything is normal. Oh, we got an infection. Small little, it's not a bladder infection. It's a urinary tract infection. They treating a urinary tract infection once, twice. Wasn't clearing it up. Cleared it up the second time, apparently. So they said. And this is all antibiotics and stuff. Meanwhile, they got me on birth controls, because now they put me on one birth control because they wanted my bleeding to stop. So the one birth control stopped it for a meanwhile, and then it came right back. They switched to another birth control. Mind you, this is months at a time that I'm taking these pills. All these pills got side effects, especially the birth control. And all my ladies that take Depo, which I never wanted to take in my life, y'all know how quickly you can blow up. Thanks a lot, doctors. Because I was already bigger, you know, from eating and stuff and like not moving and being active as I want to. So I was already going through that from having the baby and being depressed and stuff like that. So then they start shooting me up with all this stuff because I ain't stopped bleeding. And now they just add more to it. More of this, try this, progesterone, this, different ones. Keep switching them up. All these different hormones just piling up on top of the fact that I already took a Depo. Okay, so now I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm blowing up, getting bigger and bigger. I saw myself gain like 10 pounds in a week after that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was really pissed. Long story short from that, I got these headaches that I woke up with one this morning too. I got blood pressure with things going on now. It's probably from the stress and all that stuff and not eating good. Obviously, I'm always on the road. I'm rushing, grabbing fast stuff to cook or eat outside because half the time I'm too depressed to cook, or, you know, I'm just down most of the time. You couldn't tell if you wasn't around me every day. But, like, yeah, I'm dealing with all that, right? And then these headaches like I have right now, I had to force myself to get out of bed. Force myself, man. Like, struggling real bad. Because I don't want to go to the doctor because, like, I don't want to end up... If I end up having to go to the hospital, then that's so be it. But I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the doctor. Every time you go there, copay. This is the price from the test we took. This, that, just piling up. Like, what is the point in life? What is the point in trying to keep your finances in order and doing what you got to do when you just know it's going to be another $1,000? How am I ever going to get out of debt when I'm constantly, on top of that, I got asthma and stuff? Like, I got expensive medications and stuff like that I got to buy, especially asthma pump. That shit is a lot of money. Like, and the insurance don't cover everything. So what am I supposed to do? And then on top of the hospitals charging you for the workup that they do in the hospital, the individual doctors that seen you in the hospital charge you on top of that. So now I'm like, bro, I got 2 different bills here, separate amounts of money, same doctor on the same date, but why is it 2?
Oh, well, the doctor charge you separate for their own thing.
How is that even fair? Like, I'm not feeling this. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't right. And I understand the way life's set up, ain't nothing free. I was raised with that mentality. My dad dug that into my motherfucking brain, into my head. There's nothing free in this world. Nothing. I get it. I'm not lazy and I'm not like looking for a handout. But my thing is like, bro, it ain't fair either. Like, and I was taught that too. Life ain't fair. It ain't. But it's also keeping us at a certain level as well. And it's mainly keeping us in debt. Because you can try as hard as you want to. You can have as much money as you want to. But if you got certain issues or certain things, that money gonna pile up. The debt is gonna pile up. And then you're drowning. Now I'm under the water, sinking. I'm over here still trying to joke and laugh and talk and walk around like nothing's going on. And everybody sees me and they're like, well, what's wrong? You got to still be happy. You got to still keep living life and still keep going. Of course I do. And that's what I'm doing. But in the meantime, stop expecting me to be this happy-go-lucky, jolly-ass person when I'm literally dealing with all this fucking weight on top of my shoulders. Literal weight. In the figurative weight of all the stress and in the debt and the bills and in the societal freaking obligation that we have to survive out here, like the obligation to work and survive and hustle, you know. And I'm trying my best to do these things like social media, but that's just adding something else that I got to do on top of my life, which makes the stress even worse. Back to what I was saying. I'm supposed to see a neurologist for these headaches and stuff, and I can't even afford the bills I already got. So, this is me telling y'all, try your best to keep going if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do in life, but I'm trying to keep going. It's hard out here, and that's just a little snippet from me. get to know me a little bit better.